And now, in Ohio Country Today, news and information with Alan Davis.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today. With me I have Bob Huggar, production manager with Trupointe Cooperative here in Kettlersville, Ohio. Bob, thanks for being with us today.
It's my pleasure.
Bob, as harvest in Ohio actually was really ahead of schedule. There's been a lot of fall work done, a lot of fall products. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen with some of the new products you've introduced and some of the things that we've seen happen this fall with the products that you folks have here.
Well, we've developed a product for helping reduce corn stalks to help release those nutrients that's held in the corn stalks back to the soil so that next year's crop can utilize more of the nutrients. Our PCT digester that we're selling this year, we've had many acres go out, so we're going to have a real good test, if you will, as to how well the corn stalks will break down, and hopefully next year's soybean crop will get off to a good, healthy start. That's kind of the reason for using the digester.
Well, not only is it going to help the crop get off to a good, healthy start in the spring, but it's going to allow, with the cost of DAP, phosphorus, potash, those kind of things, for the producer, and you're talking about stuff that's already tied up in the plant material, that would seem to me that it would save the producer quite a bit of money in fertilizer costs and be environmentally friendly.
Absolutely. I mean, part of our program is to help improve the efficiency that the farmer has in his dry fertilizers. We have added another product to our line that we introduced last year that is called Season Max, that helps, if you will, make the phosphorus that is applied, makes it more available for the plant next year. Doesn't get tied up in the soil, and farmers can have more efficient use of their DAP and MAP that they're applying.
We discussed that you had the plots in St. Mary's. Where were some of the other areas in the state? Because, we're talking about a huge opportunity or a huge area that this product is used in.
Well, with our new Trupointe company that we have now, we've had plots south of Interstate 70 in some of our newer areas that we haven't had exposure in before. We are looking at data from Indiana, and with our Season Max that we looked at, we're looking at 3 to 5 bushels pretty consistently wherever we had applied it. Our starter fertilizers, we've got one of the projects that we have going on right now is we've got a gentleman that works for us that is retooling planters, to put on starter fertilizer. Some of the farmers, especially in southern Ohio, have not used a lot of starter fertilizer, and this gentleman's going down and making those planter units to be applied, or to have starter fertilizer applied. We have had basically now 6 years worth of data showing consistent 7, 8, 9, 10 bushel increase in yield when starter fertilizer is used, especially if planting is done in mid-April to the mid part of May. Earlier planting, the starter fertilizer is definitely a plus. It allows us to more efficiently use NP and K right on the seed. With most cases we're putting zinc on it also, and this enables the corn plants especially to get off to an exceptional start. In the past, especially even in our area 7, 8 years ago, we didn't have a lot of starter fertilizer used, and then we got in the starter fertilizer business, and this market has developed as hybrids are planted earlier and earlier, and yield potentials have been going up and up and up on the corn hybrids that we grow. So the starter fertilizer is kind of new in this part of the world. Plus, with our soils that we have, especially in the cooler soils, the starter fertilizer gives more of a yield bump. Now in southern Ohio, they had enjoyed a little warmer temperatures than we do up here in the north, and starter fertilizers didn't catch on as quickly. Although now, even in southern Ohio, I mean, we think mid-April is early planting. So in southern Ohio, they're planting maybe April 1st. So their soils are cooler, and hybrids take initial fertilizer uptake early and make a develop root system much quicker. So even in southern Ohio now, that's a new potential market for us. So we're kind of enthused. That's kind of the direction that we're looking for to expand our market. We've got sufficient production capability here that this 2011 should be a fantastic year for us.
Bob, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure, always.